I used to think that life needed photosynthesis to survive until I moved into a 13 square meter dorm. That's when I made a terrifying discovery. Some things only need pure laziness as fuel to grow uncontrollably. On moving day, I thought I'd hit the roommate jackpot. Jezebel, Salome, Delilah. Of course, these are not their real names. They were bright, talented, and seemed normal. When they smilingly crowned me as the dorm hand, I didn't realize it was actually an initiative ceremony for my new role. Full-time unpaid janitor. I was young and naive. I didn't know that every gift from fate comes with a hidden price tag, and mine was labeled Perpetual Safari. Let me cite the scene: a 13 square meter pressure cooker, 4 beds, each 18 cm wide, basically a coffin with a desk underneath. That was barely wide enough for one person to squeeze through. We had a tiny balcony, a shy ladder to climb up to our beds, and a bathroom that saw more drama than a soap opera. Space was so tight that if you bought an extra pair of shoes, you'd have to decide which limb to amputate to make room. In this cramped space, communication became a useless hobby. My roommates had a superpower. They could flash an angelic smile while tossing their promises into the void. We made a cleaning schedule. Everyone agreed. Easy, right? Wrong. In our dorm, the distance between agreeing to clean and actually cleaning was wider than the Milky Way. Week 1, I cleaned everything. Week 2, Jezebel, ghosted. Week 3, Delilah, radio silence. Week 4, Salome, not a finger lifted. The brown sat in the corner for so long. I'm pretty sure it started involving its own micro ecosystem. But the real horror? The trash. It was like they planted mystery trash seeds that sprouted overnight. The clutter wasn't just objects anymore. It was a living, breathing organism. My roommates reached a point where they didn't even need the ladder anymore. They could just parkour up the trash mountain to get to bed. When the floor was full, they opened the second front, the balcony. Our 1 meter wide sanctuary for fresh air became a graveyard for soda cans and a banquet hall for rotting dig-out boxes. And then there was the smoking. Jezebel left lighting up on the balcony. To be polite, she'd slightly pull the sliding door shut. But let's be real, a door that doesn't close all the way is just a suggestion. Since my desk was right next to that door, I was drafted into becoming a professional second-hand smoke connoisseur. Why didn't you just tell her to stop? Oh, I tried, but she had a legendary defense mechanism. Every time I protested, she'd give me this dazzling anime protagonist smile and chirp. Sure thing, I'll totally be careful next time. And sure enough, there was never a next time. Delilah also lived by the balcony, admitted she could smell the smoke too. I was shocked. Do their lands have built-in HEPA filters? I couldn't stand the infinite tolerance to filth. Every time I opened that door, I was hit by a chemical weapon, a mix of secondhand smoke, sour takeout, and expired soda. I finally realized you cannot change people who treat trash like pets. I went to the castle, made up a vague hell's prison, and staged a midnight prison break. Why you didn't stay and fight? Well, when you're dealing with people who have zero common sense, arguing is just a waste of oxygen. And God knows the oxygen in that room was already toxic enough. Thanks for watching. Bye.